Cash or car? A strong logo is the most important part of your brand.
It's 50-50 actually. So it's one of the most important.
Your brand is what you say it is.
Yes, your brand is actually what you say it is. But your strategy has to align with what you say it is. Because if you say your brand is the best and your strategy is opposite, or your strategy is all the way to execution is opposite, then of course it's not what you say it is. But take note, it is how you put your brand out there is how people are going to perceive it. So it is actually what you say it is, as long as you follow the playbook.
A premium look justifies premium price.
Yes, of course. That's so cash. Cash.
Branding is just fancy.
No. Carb. It's not true. Branding is not just fancy marketing. It has a whole lot to do with your marketing and how you're perceived.
You can't build a strong brand without being.
I'd say cash. But remember, there was this, before social media, people built strong brands. So cash, cap sort of, my opinion.
The story behind your brand more powerful.
Yes, cash. Just as it says, yeah, you have to tell a story. I'm a strong believer of telling a story when it has to do with products and services. So the story behind it can actually literally create emotional connection to your product or service. So I'd say cash, right? That's the question. Cash.
Positioning is about being different.
Yes, cash. Because you might not be the best in the industry, but your positioning can make you make more sales and be more accepted by the public than the most, maybe another bigger brand in the industry. But because of their positioning, that's why advertising is very important.
If your brand doesn't appeal to everyone,
Not true, because you have your target audience. Your brand does not need to appeal to everyone because, like we said a few episodes ago, was the last episode we mentioned, but you need to identify your target audience. You need to identify your market. So if I'm not your target audience, trust me, your brand will not appeal to me. So that's so cap.
all right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Wealth Waves with Scholar. Okay, so let's dive straight in. Today, we're going to be talking about the art of branding and positioning, right? So, how to create a brand that stands out in a crowded market. And we all know the global market is crowded. Even if you're selling the cheapest thing, even if you're selling sugar or salt, right? It is crowded. So, one, you have to understand what a brand really is. A brand is not just a logo or a color, right? It's the emotional experience and perception people associate with your brand, right? Now, think this way. What do you want people to feel, say, or remember about you when you were not in the room? I'm wearing a perfume. I work out. 2 hours time, people still working and still perceive my fragrance. That's an effect. You know, what are you leaving off of people? What do they say when you're not there? Branding combines visual identity, tone of voice, core values, and consistent experience. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room, says Jeff Bezos. Now, find your brand's purpose and personality, okay? Define your why. Why do you exist beyond making money? Is it just to make money? There has to be a why. What problem are you preferring solutions to? Align your brand voice with your audience. Are you bold, playful, elegant, empowering, and the likes, right? So use storytelling to humanize your brand. People buy stories, not just your products or services. People buy you. I am always telling people, for me, it's easier to sell whatever I'm selling, be it product or service, because I sell my personality, I sell me, I sell who I am. You have to be authentic. So first you need to work on yourself. So whatever you're doing, you have to tell a story. I'm very key and big on telling a story when selling, right? Now, let's do an exercise. I'll use me as an example. You can do this for your brand, right? So you say, we exist, for instance, Schola Media. We exist to ideate, plan, and execute top-notch marketing strategies so that your business can grow, thrive, and expand into new verticals. Do you understand? So if you're going to try this exercise on your own, try to say this about your business. Fill in the gaps. I'll take it again. We exist to ideate, plan, and execute top-notch marketing strategies so that your business can grow, thrive, and expand into new verticals. So what is the why of your business? Why do you exist? Fill in the gaps for yourself. Okay, so let's do something else. Choose 3 adjectives that describe your brand's personality. Think about it. So for Schola Media, the words are innovative, groundbreaking, unboxed, and unique. That's how we roll. So, for example, let's use Dove as a case study. Dove isn't just soap. Its brand is built around self-esteem and real beauty. Sounded nice, yeah? Okay. Thirdly, positioning your brand in a crowded market. Positioning is about owning a unique space in the customer's mind. I am one of those loyalists that if I'm used to, for instance, a Dove soap now, it's very hard to find me changing. I'm one of those people, I don't know about you, but if I'm used to a particular product or service, or I make my hair in a certain place, I could be there for the next 5-10 years, except I have to maybe move location or something happens outside the ordinary. So I don't know about you, but so take note, positioning is about owning a unique space in the customer's mind. Also ask yourself, what makes you truly different, right? Is it your niche, your story, your methods, your audience, or your values? Use a positioning statement. Okay, so let's play out an example. Okay, now, for entertainment-seeking families, couples, and adventure lovers, Schola Drive-In Movie Theater is a cinematic experience that offers the thrill of outdoor movies with comfort, privacy, and nostalgia. Unlike traditional indoor cinemas. Did you see that? That makes sense when it comes to positioning statements. You can put something together for your brand. And if you'd like us to work with you, let's know. 4, visual identity includes logo, color palette, typography, and imagery style. All must reflect your brand's personality. Consistency builds trust. From social media posts to packaging and customers' emails, your brand's feel, your brand's look, your brand should look and feel the same. Create a brand style guide to maintain consistency across teams and platforms. Consider using tool suggestions if you like a young entrepreneur that wants to save on costs. You can invest in yourself. You can learn how to use some platforms. You can start with that until you can afford a lot of stuff like Canva, Adobe Express for design, colors for brand palettes, Luca or 99 Design. There are a lot of those logo templates. 5, build brand equity and loyalty. I'm big on that. Brand equity is the value people assign to your name alone. For instance, when you think Apple or think Nike, loyalty grows from consistent experience, value delivery, and emotional connection. Customer experience is branding in motion. Every interaction matters, and remember, it's continuous. Now, some brand building tips. Engage your audience regularly with value. Email, podcasts, blogs, content, weekly content, as often as you can. It's very important to be consistent. Celebrate your customers publicly. I'm big on birthdays, if you know, you know. I'm big on PRs, if you know, you know, right? So shout out. Everybody loves to feel special. Always remember that. Finally, stay authentic. Never overpromise and underdeliver. Never overpolish and underdeliver. Very important. Okay, so now, Scholar's confession. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't know this about me, but as a creative person, I've been in creative for almost 2 decades. I actually started out as a graphic artist, right? And as much as I am a creative, I have commissioned one of my logos out before. It's not a big deal. Sometimes when you have to do something for yourself, you might have a creative block, or it might just take long. I don't know if others experience this, but I do experience it. If I have to do like a script or do like a creative documentation or branding for a client or someone else, I work faster, my brain takes faster and all of that. But when I have to do for me, I am never satisfied. So if you've ever experienced this before, please let me know, because this happened to me more than once. As a matter of fact, the Schola Media logo was not designed by me, edited and improved on, but the primary element wasn't me, because I knew it that period we needed it so quick, and I knew no, I was going to spend a lot of time in this. So we commissioned it out. So you might find yourself in a space whereby you have to do something for your brand, and it's something you're really, really practically very good at, but you find yourself, taking time, it's stretching, you're not satisfied, you're having a creative block, you're not sure what to think, you're not sure what to do. But just know that you are not alone in this. You can pay somebody, commission it out, and move on with it if you can afford it, or just, talk to a friend in industry or something. There are other ways to go about it. So don't beat yourself up, because you're not alone. Okay, guys, so this particular episode for me was fun. I'm not sure why, but I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed talking about this particular topic and sharing a little bit of my experience in the past with you. So, on to the next episode. Remember to follow, like, share, send us your messages, or let us know the topic you'd like us to address. You can also inbox me if you have to. And until the next episode, keep riding on the waves of wealth. Toodles.